All right, welcome to the final of the Senior Novice Division of Venetian 2. I'm going to have all of you go around and introduce yourselves, tell us who you are, where you're from, and then we can get started. Starting with Eric.
Hi, my name's Eric Chang. I'm from Arlington, Virginia, and I'm a grad student at Virginia Tech.
Hi, I'm Munir. I'm from Hinsdale, Illinois, but I'm playing from College Park, Maryland, which is also where I go to school.
I'm Shuba. I'm from Plymouth, Michigan. I go to school at the University of Michigan, but I'm playing from Chantilly, Virginia, because I have an internship in DC. So, yeah.
I'm Luke. I'm from Coventry in the West Midlands, and I go to the University of Warwick in the UK.
All right. Very good. Let us begin. Eric, what category would you like?
I'll start with literature, please.
Your topic is French short stories. Would you like to double?
No, thanks.
Henry James's Paste reverses a story titled For One of These Things. Mathilde works for a decade to replace one of these things after losing it at a Ministry of Education ball.
Necklace.
The Necklace was written by this prolific French short story writer who also wrote Mademoiselle Fifi.
Maupassant.
This author depicted the historical St. Julian the Hospitaller as a mad hunter in a story from his Three Tales. A Julian Barnes novel titled For This Author's Parrot is based on his story, A Simple Heart.
Flaubert.
30. Munir, what category would you like?
I'll do science.
Your topic is statistical mechanics. Would you like to double?
No.
In 1906, this person committed suicide, likely due to his work on statistical mechanics. The scientist also names a constant, symbolized K sub b, approximately equal to 1.38 times 10 to the negative 23rd.
Boltzmann?
In statistical mechanics, this theorem is used to relate temperature to average kinetic energy. According to this theorem, each degree of freedom of a system contributes energy equal to 1/2 times Boltzmann's constant times temperature.
No answer.
Equipartition theorem. Boltzmann also formulated the statistical definition of entropy, where it equals Boltzmann's constants times the natural log of the number of these things.
Microstates?
20. Shuba?
Could I have history?
You may. Your topic is Levantine peoples in ancient Egypt. Would you like to double?
Yes.
The biblical land of Goshen was centered on the capital of these people who probably migrated from the Levant. Ahmose I expelled these people from their capital, Avaris.
Migrated from the Levant.
5 seconds.
Like the Phoenicians?
The Hyksos.
Oh, yes.
A coalition of Canaanite rebels led by the king of this city was destroyed by Thutmose III at Megiddo. The largest chariot battle in history was named for this city, where a stalemate was reached in 1274 BC.
Acre?
Kadesh. This pharaoh's capital was built to replace Avaris and used it as a dumping ground. This great pharaoh won at Kadesh.
Tut?
Ramses the Great or Ramses II, so no points there.
Wonderful.
Luke?
History, please.
Your topic is political leaders dying in plane crashes in Africa. Would you like to double?
No.
This leader died in a suspicious plane crash en route to peace negotiations during the Congo crisis. This Swedish politician remains the youngest ever Secretary General of the United Nations.
Dag Hammarskjöld.
It's not Morocco, but the deadliest plane crash in this country's history may or may not have killed several members of the Polisario Front. Ahmed Ben Bella led this country's FLN during its War of Independence.
Algeria.
This tragedy was triggered when Juvenal Habyarimana's plane was shot down. During this event, Hutus massacred Tutsis in a Central African nation in 1994.
The Rwandan genocide.
30. Shuba?
Could I ask the categories of the science and history that have been read?
You may. So the science that was read was chemistry, And the history that was read was ancient history and world history.
I have history.
You like history?
Yes.
Okay. Your topic. Name some medieval British monarchs from the dumb ways they died. Would you like to double?
Mulligan.
Luke Mulligan, so Shuba, you can either pick something else or counter Mulligan.
Could I, like, if I pick history, does that give me the next history?
Yes.
Or- Okay, I'll pick history then.
Your topic is gangs of the 5 Points neighborhood. Would you like to double?
No.
This mobster got his start in the 5 Points gang alongside Lucky Luciano. This man ordered the St. Valentine's Day massacre and was eventually arrested for tax evasion.
Al Capone.
The 5 Points neighborhood was located in this U.S. state. Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Lucretia Mott organized a conference in this state in 1848.
New York.
The Dead Rabbits helped elect a mayor of this surname who was dragged out of City Hall by a rival police force 1 month before the Dead Rabbits riot. A Georgia Tech football player with this surname commanded the Rough Riders during the Spanish-American War.
Roosevelt?
Is that directed?
Yes.
He was second in command. This is Wood. You get 20. Leonard Wood. Luke,
History, please.
your topic. Name some medieval British monarchs from the dumb ways they died. Would you like to double?
I'm going to say no.
The first English king of this name died from eating too many lampreys. Another English king of this name deployed longbowmen to excellent success during a battle on St. Crispin's Day.
Henry.
While besieging a minor castle for no reason, this king was shot with an arrow by a teenager and died. This king led the forces of the Third Crusade against Saladin.
Richard III or Richard the Lionheart, sorry.
What are you directing?
Richard the Lionheart.
That's right. According to legend, Edward II was killed with a red-hot poker on the orders of his wife, a queen of this name, nicknamed the She-Wolf. That French queen of this name was the lover of Roger Mortimer.
Isabella.
30. Eric?
I'll take literature.
Your topic is adaptations of Theban plays set in Africa. Would you like to double?
No, thanks.
While in exile in England, this author wrote an adaptation of the Bacchae of Euripides. Ellison claims Memory is Master of Death in a play by this author, Death and the King's Horseman.
Soinka.
The Independence of Ghana was analogized in O'Daly's Choice, an adaptation of Antigone written by an author from this general region, Kamau Braithwaite. This region was also home to an author who wrote about wannabe warrior Felix Hobain in the play Dream on Monkey Mountain.
This general region. Nigeria? I don't know.
The Caribbean Sea.
Uh,
In a play by this author, John and Winston rehearse an adaptation of Antigone while waiting to be released from an unnamed prison. This South African playwright wrote Master Harold and the Boys.
Bugard.
20. Munir?
I will do science again.
Science the second, your topic. Nope, that's not your topic. Your topic is electrical conduction. Would you like to double?
No.
This law of electricity states that voltage equals current times resistance, or V equals IR.
Oh, shit, which one is that? Kirchhoff's law?
Ohms.
Oh, damn.
While electrical resistance is measured in ohms, electrical conductance is measured in this SI unit. This unit of measurements is also referred to as the MHO, or the mho.
Why am I blanking on this? Oh my god. I don't know. Voltage.
Siemens. Ohm's law can also be formulated as current density equals conductivity times this quantity. The Coulomb force experienced by a point charge equals this quantity times its charge.
This quantity times its charge. Like distance?
Electric field, no points.
Okay.
Luke?
Science, please.
Your topic is layers of the atmosphere. Would you like to double?
No.
Meteors burn up in this layer of the atmosphere. This middle layer of the atmosphere is located below the thermosphere.
The mesosphere?
This layer lies right under the mesosphere and above the troposphere. This atmospheric layer contains the ozone layer.
The stratosphere?
The central layer of this layer of the atmosphere is known as the Kennelly-Heaviside layer. The discovery of the reflective E section of this layer earned Edward Appleton a Nobel Prize in Physics.
What's left? The troposphere?
Ionosphere.
Bugger.
20. Eric,
I'll stick with literature.
your topic is things written off cliffs in American novels. Would you like to double?
Written. No thanks.
Eleanor Savage drives a horse off a cliff to prove a point in a novel by this author, This Side of Paradise. This author chronicled Nick Carraway's journey through West Egg in his most famous novel.
Fitzgerald.
In a novel by this author, a policeman pushes the protagonist's car off a cliff for no discernible reason. This Southern Gothic writer also wrote the story A Good Man is Hard to Find.
O'Connor.
An author with this surname depicted Ruthie's mother tragically driving herself off a cliff in the novel Housekeeping. In The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Muff Potter is framed for the murder of a doctor with this surname.
Oh, balls. What is it? Fletcher?
Robinson. 20. Munir?
The last science is bio, right? I mean, I would assume so. So I'll do the last science.
Okay. Your topic is the genetic code. Would you like to double?
That's all I get. Fuck it. Yes.
DNA winds around histones to create nucleosomes in these genetic structures that humans have 23 pairs of, the X and Y
Chromosomes.
types. This modification is commonly performed on the lysine, but not the arginine residues of histones. This modification makes the DNA more accessible to transcription.
Okay, so it is acetylated.
Unlike acetylation, this modification reduces transcription of DNA. This modification commonly occurs at CpG islands.
Methylation.
60.
Let's go.
Shuba,
Could I have thought and art?
you may.
Right.
Your topic is a messianic sect from the 1600s. Would you like to double?
Yes.
The Shabbatians followed one of these people named Zevi, who was accompanied by the prophet Nathan of Gaza. One of these spiritual leaders named Judah Lev supposedly made a golem in Prague.
What? Like, I mean, he's a messiah. Like a rabbi?
Yes.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Shabbatai Zevi was forced to convert to this religion to avoid dying in Constantinople. This religion's 5 pillars include the Hajj.
Islam.
Shabbatianism is considered a part of this general tradition of Jewish mysticism. Much of this tradition is based on the Zohar.
Kabbalah.
60.
The first part, like, it took me a solid second to realize what it was asking.
Munir,
I will do
Sorry.
thought and art.
thought not you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Your topic is magic rings in Norse mythology. Would you like to
Yes.
double?
Thank God. Okay, yes.
Okay. This ring duplicates itself into 9 copies every
Drop
night.
near.
Loki stole the magic ring of a member of this race, Andvari, after trapping him with Ron's net. Smiths
Dwarf.
of this race, yes. Draupnir was forged by dwarves for this god after Loki made an ill-conceived bet. This Norse Allfather is the grumpy father of Thor.
Odin.
Clean 60.
Let's go.
Shuba,
Okay. Thought and art.
your topic is Joseph Stalin's taste in classical music. Would you like to double?
Mulligan.
What would you like?
Thought and art.
Your topic is the paradoxes of Bertrand Russell. Would you like to double?
Dang it. No.
Russell's most famous paradox discusses these mathematical objects. The paradox arises when considering a collection of these things that do not contain themselves.
Sets.
Russell attempted to resolve his paradox by introducing a ramified theory of types in this book, which he wrote with Alfred North Whitehead.
Principia Mathematica.
In his analysis of definite descriptions, Russell provided the statement, "The present king of France is bald," as an example of a sentence that violated this logical principle and is thus a paradox. This tautology states, P or not P.
Like falsifiability?
Law of the excluded middle, 20.
Interesting.
Luke.
I guess I'll take literature.
Your topic is Thomas Gray's poetry. Would you like to double?
No.
A Youth to Fortune and to Fame Unknown is the dedicatee of a Gray poem titled For This Genre, written in a country churchyard.
Elegy.
One of the figures Gray imagines could be resting in the country churchyard is some version of a man with this surname, guiltless of his country's blood. In a novel by a modern author, a man of this surname is tutored by Cardinal Wolsey until Wolsey loses favor.
No, I can't remember. Pass.
Cromwell.
Of course.
Malignant fate sat by and smiled in a Gray poem dedicated to one of these animals which drowned while trying to catch a goldfish. Macavity is one of these animals in a T.S. Eliot poetry collection titled For Them.
I mean, birds?
Cats. 10.
Oh, of course. Should have thought about that more.
Eric?
I'll go with. Let's go with pop culture.
All right. Your topic is One Piece. Would you like to
Mulligan.
double? Mulligan. So Eric, you can counter Mulligan or pick something else.
Sure, I'll counter Mulligan.
Okay. Would you like to double?
Sure.
Okay. A recurring One Piece plot point revolves around the will of this initial, whose holders include Gol Roger and Jaguar Saul. A character with this middle initial turns rubber-like after eating a demon fruit.
D.
Monkey D. Luffy leads the Straw Hat variety of these people against the world government. Other fictional members of this occupation include Jack Sparrow.
Pirates.
One of this character's attacks, named Onigiri or Demon Cut, is pronounced the same as Rice Ball in Japanese. This Mosshead's goal of becoming the greatest swordsman in the world is offset by his amazing ability to get lost.
Zoro.
60.
Good bonus.
Why, thank you. Which leaves us with a score heading into the reshuffle of Munir with 140, Eric with 130, Shuba with 100, and Luke with 90. Still, quite literally, anyone's game. Munir, between first and fourth, where would you like to pick?
I will go third.
Eric.
I'll go fourth.
Shuba.
I'll go second.
Which leaves Luke first. Luke, what category would you like?
The thought on art was Mulligan, wasn't it? So I'm going to have to go for pop culture.
Okay. That'll be the second pop culture off the board. Your topic is video games whose soundtracks contain music created by popular artists. Would you like to double?
I should, but I'm not going to.
Imagine Dragons' song Warriors commemorated the 2014 Season World Championship of this online battle arena game. This game was adapted into the animated Netflix show Arcane.
No, I don't know.
League of Legends.
Okay.
Pink and Eminem partnered to create Won't Back Down for the zombie mode of this 2010 game. This game features the first appearance of Alex Mason as its protagonist.
Call of Duty?
Prompt?
World at War?
Black Ops.
Okay.
A synth pop band from this country, Churches, provided the title song for the game Death Stranding. In another game set in this modern-day country, the protagonist faces Ranrock's Goblin Rebellion while fast-traveling via the Flu Network.
Where are Churches from? Like the UK?
Yeah, that's 10. Shuba?
Pop culture.
Your topic is versions of the song Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. Would you like to double?
No.
A new wave musician of this first name performed a cover of the song which became popular in Britain in the 80s. Another artist with this first name recorded Jailhouse Rock near the Memphis mansion where he is buried, Graceland.
Elvis?
Yes. A band with this name arranged the most popular cover of the song on the same album in which they recorded The House of the Rising Sun. A Pink Floyd album with this name begins with the song Pigs on the Wing.
Dark Side of the Moon. I have no clue.
Animals.
Wonderful.
Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood was initially written for and performed by this artist in 1964. This artist of Feeling Good asks a rock, "What's the matter with you?" in Sinnerman.
Duke Ellington.
Nina Simone, 10. Munir.
I'll do pop culture.
Your topic is the company that develops the board game Stratego. Would you like to double?
Ooh. No.
Stratego was first produced in this country, whose players include four-time world champion Eric Vandenberg. A board game owned by Peter Van Pels is on display in the Anne Frank House in this country.
Okay, wait. The Netherlands.
The Dutch company that developed Stratego was the first to sell this other game in the Netherlands. McDonald's ran a yearly $1 million promotion based on this game, which sparked criticism due to its often unclaimed prizes.
Monopoly.
Traditionally, Stratego players have 6 of these immovable pieces. One of these pieces removes any piece that attacks it other than a minor.
Like a bomb.
30. Eric?
Keep the trend going. I'll stick with pop culture.
All right. Which means you're going to get sports. Your topic is Ghanaian soccer. Would you like to double?
I guess I should. Let's try it.
Okay.
Okay.
A Danish club is the most common destination for graduates of Ghana's Right to Dream Youth Academy, which was started by a scout from this English club. Ryan Giggs and Wayne Rooney were longtime players for this club.
Manchester United.
In the 2010 World Cup, Asamoah Gyan scored the winning goal in a round of 16 game against this country, in which Ghana's players did not flop, fake cramps, or waste time in any way. Christian Pulisic is the current star of this country's national team.
The United States.
In the Ghanaian parliament, Isaac Adongo dubbed Ghana's vice president an economic this player, noting, when you see the opponents go to score, this player will score for them. This English defender transferred from Leicester City to Manchester United in 2017.
Harry Maguire.
60. And that wins you the division. Final score, Eric 190, Munir 170, Shuba 110, Luke 100. Excellent game, everyone. Extremely well played. Congratulations.
Well done.
Yeah, good game.
Good game.